Good morning, everyone. Today we look at Matthew's, at least Mark's Gospel, chapter 8, verses 11 to 13. It's interesting, just touch very quickly on the first reading is from the book of Genesis, and we're reading the book of Genesis as our first readings during these couple of weeks. And if you want to read something juicy and entertaining and read the Old Testament, because they really did get up to a lot of tricks. And the stories today, which I won't really reflect on too much, is the whole issue of Cain and Abel, and how Cain bumped off his brother because he was jealous. Go figure. If things haven't changed too much in terms of the way in which we react to things that's written us, hopefully we don't go bump off our brother, but how do we react? A lot of jealousy there. But in Mark's Gospel, Jesus is approached by the Pharisees. The Pharisees are the guys who are more concerned about the law of the church and so forth, the law of the Jewish faith. And they came up and they said, "Give us a sign from heaven to show that you are who you say you are." And Jesus said, "No, no sign shall be given to this generation." Interestingly enough, the sign that we have in our generation clearly is that Jesus died and rose again. Although some people might even these days sort of say, "Show me a sign, prove that God exists." Well, show me somebody else who's died and risen from the dead. Then maybe you can follow them. But that's all the sign that we have. But they didn't have things at that time. And Jesus was just, if you like, tired of arguing with the Pharisees. And he just basically went off in the other direction. We might ask ourselves, do we look for signs and sometimes doubt? Doubting is one thing, but challenging it and so forth is another thing, because it's important that we do question, that we do have conviction about what we believe in, what we claim to believe in. I always say it would be quite useful to have a bolt of lightning or something like that happening, which would clearly be an indication to us that God is around with us. But then again, he leaves us to our own resources after Jesus. I suppose the question we might ask ourselves, if we're looking for signs, are we looking in the right place? And if we are looking in things in this world and so forth, maybe we're not looking in the right place. We need to look inwardly within our souls and say, well, exactly what is it that Jesus is saying? Because Jesus says, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." And we need always just to look to him. That's all the sign we need. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you again. God bless. Bye-bye.